All right, so KSI versus Tommy Fury just went underway. Now, I'm not going to be talking about Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis. That fight was just complete nonsense. Dylan Dennis tried to take down Logan Paul, etc., etc. I'm not going to be talking about that fight. I'm going to be talking about KSI versus Tommy Fury. Now, this fight was honestly very interesting, had a lot of hype built up, and potentially winner or loser faces Jake Paul. So that makes this even more interesting. Everybody wants to see KSI versus Jake Paul. Now, within this fight, man, I can't lie. This fight was definitely, I wanted to see a little bit more action. I wanted to see a little bit more actual boxing, specifically from KSI. Let's actually dive into KSI specifically, right, within this fight. Now, within this fight, I could tell KSI, I could tell he got a little bit better, a little bit sharper with like 2% of what he's shown. Because the rest was simply clinching by KSI. KSI very rarely would actually throw jabs, would actually throw combinations. I think he threw like 1 or 2 jabs the whole entire fight. It was very rare whenever he would throw a jab. It would mainly be him just throwing straight haymakers, straight power punches whenever Tommy would get too close, causing a clinch every single time. And I think ultimately that's what made KSI lose this match. It's because he was so busy trying to throw haymakers, he forgot to actually box, actually throw that jab, actually throw some proper, precise combinations. And there was times where KSI was also just reserved, kind of just bouncing back and forth, not really throwing anything. And I think that's what was the turning point for KSI to lose this match and the turning point for Tommy to win this match, because Tommy was the more consistent fighter with his jabs, some precise jabs Tommy had, some precise combinations Tommy had. And I think that's overall what made KSI lose this match. Tommy was overall the dictator of this whole entire fight. Not saying he kept KSI on the back foot or anything like that. KSI held his own. And every time he did throw, I can't lie, those bombs looked like it would kill a man, you know? So, and every time KSI did throw and he did land, it looked like it didn't hurt Tommy, but like you could tell it hurt Tommy though. You know what I'm saying? It was hard enough to where you seen Tommy's head get cocked back, but it didn't drop him. It looked like Tommy was just like, okay, it's a hit, it's a boxing match. And also KSI did nothing to the body. I believe his corner was saying to go for the body because Tommy will leave his body exposed a lot. But Tommy knew, hey, KSI is not going to go for my body. Overall, Tommy Fury was really just the more precise, consistent fighter. Granted, I like to see Tommy throw a lot more jabs. He should have thrown a lot more combinations. Should have really outboxed KSI. But with a person throwing haymakers, you kind of have to play it safe in some areas. So I don't completely blame him. Now, there was some complaint by KSI that Tommy Fury was hitting him in the back of the head, which, that rabbit punch is crazy. So I did do it a little bit even after the point got deducted, because Tommy Fury did get a point deducted for hitting him in the back of the head, and he did it like twice after. So I could see why KSI's a little angry that he lost, could see why he's angry about this whole thing. But at the same time, nonetheless, Tommy Fury was the more consistent fighter and was overall the better man tonight. But do I think this fight was a better fight than Jake? I think the one with Jake Paul was a more boxing match where we actually got to see Tommy put on a boxing clinic. But because KSI is such a brawler, I think Tommy had to make some adjustments. You know, Tommy, hey, I don't mind clinching against a guy who's throwing straight haymakers. So it was definitely a very interesting matchup to see. Tommy did say that he's done with this YouTube boxing stuff. Granted, I would like to see KSI face Jake Paul. Watch my Jake Paul, his last fight versus Nate Diaz. Did a great review on that. But I like to see KSI face Jake Paul, and then the winner of that gets their rematch with Tommy. But Tommy looks like he's done with all this stuff, and I honestly don't even blame him, man. You're like a real boxer and stuff like that. So get up out of there and actually, build your own career. But nonetheless, this was a good match. I like seeing boxing matches like these. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know. I'll be coming back to every single comment. And yeah, who do you guys think won the fight? If you ask KSI, he thinks it's himself. KSI, Tommy Fury. I'm out. Bow!